A warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful morning and we are sure it's going to be a very high intensity game.
A lot is happening in the middle. The fans are already building up the atmosphere.
These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform. Welcome everyone to this wonderful venue. We have the umpires walking out with the new ball in their hand. Openers walking in and the crowd cheering in anticipation. Pace bowler into the attack. There must be some nerves as the batsman is set to face his first ball. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound at the bat. Nice throw straight to the top of the stumps. Good shot for a single. Turned away for a single. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Very good running between the wickets. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. Shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Glorious. Absolutely glorious. He's not going to miss out on those. Great shot, middles it and penetrates the gap for four. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Good shot for a single. Turned away for a single. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Good shot for a single. Oh, he's thrown it wide. Shot. That's an excellent cricket shot. Good effort by the fielder. Very well played. Just working on the field where the gaps are. Looks like he enjoys space on the ball. Looks more confident when there's space on the ball. Turned away for a single. Played into the gap, should be able to run two here. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. Edge, but lands in a no man's land. He deserved a wicket there. Not acceptable. This is just not right. Basic misfield like this can really cost them a lot. Captain would definitely feel let down by that effort. Fielders are expected to support the bowler. Need to keep things really tight. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. Spinner brought into the attack. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Good shot for a single. You really need to be on your toes at this level while fielding. Not a great ball, and that has been hammered. Terrific shot. They need more boundaries now to make up for their slow start. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here?
इधर से ज्यादा अच्छा है अंदर वाला.
Turned away for a single. Very good running between the wickets. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It's also good for batting. That's a beautiful shot. And in the gap too. It'll be interesting to see what pace he'll bowl at. Magnificent striking from the batsman. Good shot for a single. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Well placed into the gap, possible too. Looks like he couldn't judge the pace of the ball. He's lost this one completely. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. You need to try and make them work really hard for each run. This kind of a fielding effort is really not going to help them. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. That's in the air. Oh, what a catch. He managed to hang on to that. Just that one to perfection. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Impressed by the field sets by the captain is making the batsman play false shots. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing, fantastic bit of fielding this. Last ball coming up. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. End of the first inning won't be long before we resume this thrilling contest. The fielding side looks warmed up and ready to go. Out come the openers, cheered by a good crowd in. Pace bowler into the attack. The bowler has the new ball. We're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Bolden, very first ball, terrific delivery. And there comes the famous salute. Wonderful to watch. That was fantastic piece of bowling. Got him, that's a stunner, out for a duck. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. That was fantastic piece of bowling. Now how close is that one? That's confirmed by the umpires. Goes upstairs. Batsman in the spot of bother there.
Right, checking for a no ball. Fair delivery. No problem. Reaching outside. Impact in line. Not hitting. I'm afraid you'd need to overturn your decision. It'll be on screen now.
Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a six. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing. He's too good a player not to take advantage of anything loose. That's a six. The power is extraordinary. Great shot, middles it and penetrates the gap for four. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favourite players. Edged and gone for four. Unlucky for the bowler. Plenty happening out there. Fielding captain needs to calm his bowlers down before the umpire interferes. Looks in good batting form. Oh, that's the beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Good shot for a single. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Masterful batting. And the batting power play comes to an end. It's very Unlucky to get away with that one. That's skillful bowling. Batsman losing his concentration there. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Good start. Saved a certain boundary. Very well played. Just working on the field where the gaps are. Poor running between the wickets. Really poor. That's high in the air. Spectacular catch. Perfectly timed his jump and made sure he held on to that one. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. The bowler's got his tail up. Terrific bowling that. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Wow, that is extraordinary. That's a magnificent hit for a six. Fantastic batting that. Great execution. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. Missing his line there, wide signalled. Captain will be more happy with his bowlers conceding only singles at this stage. Oh, well bowled, a ripper. Oh, beats the edge and the batsman has played all around that one. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Bowling, that is top class bowling. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. It's very important as a bowler to make the batsman play. Superb delivery, can't do much with that. Batsman losing his concentration there. That's gone high. Got him, that's a stunner, out for a duck. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. That was fantastic piece of bowling. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Oh, that's beautifully done by the batsman. Exquisite timing. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Ah, that's a beautiful shot. And in the gap too. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Oh, that's the beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Well, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Perfect timing. The crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. But that's going to be for all right. Sweet timing. This has been an impressive performance. They got just about everything right today. A well-deserved win.